Hello, Ayman. How you doing?
Hello, good afternoon. Abi, good evening.
Arsenal 2, Wolverhampton nil.
Of
Uh,
course, of course.
yeah, but the first half, Arsenal were controlling the game. They did everything to push Wolves back. But in the second half, what happened in the second half? Wolves. What happened in the second
You,
half?
you know, from time now, I've noticed this with Arsenal. We usually start strong, and then there's always a lapse. This happened so many games last season. The first goal, the early goals come maybe within the first 10, 20 minutes. Then they play a good first half. Then they lax. Second half, they come back probably at around 80, 90. I think it shows lack of team depth to a certain extent. Notwithstanding, Arsenal has one of the best squads in the league, but there's something there's always missing whenever they go far into the game. It's like their heads turn off, or they're starting to get tired. That's what I notice.
Yeah. So let's talk about the first goal. Havertz. Havertz is just proving everybody wrong.
I did not even see it from the point of view of Harvard. I think I saw it from the point of view of Bukayo Saka, who has now registered crossing into his CV. you know,
Okay.
he's not a regular crosser, but
Okay.
for first few times he has crossed the ball into the box, and then you have it there. Uh, Harvard, I do not see Arsenal surviving this season with this current crop of players. Not that they're not good, but you cannot heavily rely on Kai Havertz to lead the line. He is not a 25, 30 goal per season player. Even last season, we were relying heavily on Bukayo Saka, Martinelli, and Martin Odegaard to register goals. You know, it psychologically there's something about it. You know, when the likes of Man City are bragging of people like Haaland and they can register 30 goals a season. You have Nunez, even though he's not so good, but these are actual goal scorers. As far as I'm concerned, right now, what Arsenal is doing from last season and this season with Havertz, we are forcing someone to play what he's not natural at. I think he would get a couple of goals. He might score up to 15 goals, but I do not see Arsenal standing strong with someone like Havertz in front of the goal. Uh, the season has just started, but I think there's still time for them to go out and go and look for an actual striker. The
But
lack of
some days back, your coach was interviewed and he said that he has goal scorers.
of course, Arsenal forward line, they're all goal scorers,
Yeah.
but a lot of times they switch off. If you There's certain times within a season, 3, 4 games, Bukayo Saka switches off. When he's off, goals do not come. Odegaard would be left as the only person that will keep on trying to score, keep on trying to score. But football doesn't work that way, really. We have goal scorers, but you have this one talisman who is going to register 30 goals for you a season. That is always the difference with some of these other top teams.
Yeah, that's true. That's true because Man City we have Haaland. In we should
Even Alvarez.
no. Okay, before Alvarez left, he was also a guy that could give like 20 goals in a season before he left.
I think
But if
Ateta is
why did Ateta go for Alvarez? I thought he and Guardiola were friends.
it really doesn't work that way now, because at the end of the day, it's always a case of master versus apprentice.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's
you know, I think they'll keep on going head on until Guardiola decides that he wants to leave City and he'll resign or retire. I don't know which one he wants to do first.
so going
But
forward.
I think
What
certainly,
do you expect Ateta to change? What do you expect him to do to improve us now going forward?
to be very honest with you, we have someone like Martinelli and Trossard who are trying as hard as possible to keep the left flank running, but it is not working perfectly because if you realize the pattern of play from last season and then today, we are hitting more on the right because the left side is not. There's no special push from Martinelli to bring something special out of himself to score goals or to contribute to goals. Trossard is a goal scorer. He's an assist person. He always registers either a goal or an assist in most of the games that he comes off the bench. But this is you dabbling with probability. There's no fear factor with these guys. Unless and until Martinelli gets a defender who is not fast, there's no fear factor from him. The fear factor comes from Bukayo Saka. And I think you need to strengthen the left wing and then the attacking the number 9 position. I think these are the two things that is left on the team. The team is as perfect as possible. They've started on a high. We are at this first game 100% win rate. It's not 50-50.
So who is your man of the match? Before we go, who will you select as your man of the match?
I think to be very honest with you, they all played below par as far as I'm concerned, knowing Arteta ball. But I would give it to Bukayo Saka, and because I'll do that because he came up when he was needed. The second goal was needed to secure the win. Else, if these guys had snatched a goal back, and then they would have probably done a comeback because they were in control of the game the second half. But I would go with Saka because he needed his own time to shine. There was a pass from Havertz, but it was spectacular. Bukayo Saka, I would give him that.
All right, Ayman, thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you next time.
All right, thank you. Nice,
you guys won. You won by luck today. Enjoy your victory.
No, it's not sheer luck. This is who Arsenal are. We do this consistently, season in, season out. Not even game in, game out. This is season in, season out.
All right. And you do this season in, season out, and still finish second. But
no. The difference is going to be clear very soon. Okay. Let's see what happens before the end of the transfer seasons, and then you would inform and watch out for Man City signings as well, because as much as Arsenal are not signing players, this is I think maybe there's a transfer embargo ban on Man City by Man City, but I don't know. They're not doing any signings as well to boost their team. If nothing happens between these two teams, then Arsenal should be at the top at the end of the day, I think. But let's see how the remainder of the transfer window goes, and we can see clearly how it will go.
All right. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you next time.
All right. Thank you.